everybody. Hello, C-Rex. Hello, Nana Laura. Hello, she's a maker. Hello, Auntie M. So good to see you. Hello, Wixama1. Hello, CE. Hello, Shane. You guys make me so happy. I love coming on here and seeing all of you. Hola, Marmaduke. ¿Cómo estás? Ooh. Tss. Nice. Hello, Barbie. Oh, yeah, I didn't find anything today in the downloads. It was not for lack of trying. Hello, Ava. She helped. Apparently, she didn't help enough because I still didn't find anything. How you doing? How's it going, girl? Yeah? You don't care. You just want treats. You just want your treats. Everybody knows it. Everybody knows that's your game. I'm trying. Here you go, pretty girl. I guess tonight you also get all of the crumbs because there's... Put them into the official PAWFURM YouTube bowl that I made. Hey. Oh my god, that just defeated the whole purpose of a bowl. You just dumped it all over my desk. Wait. Oh, you little pain in the butt. Wait, Ava. Oh, man. I need to get one of those little, like, dust buster vacs. Oh, all over my pants. I have crumbs everywhere. Thanks a lot. Yes, I will be vacuuming before I get to go to bed. Hey, can you move your fat butt, please? Hey. I can't even turn my chair around. Thank you. Hey, there's no more. I know it smells like there is because you dumped them everywhere. Oh, okay. I hope you guys are laughing because... She is a Australian Shepherd with a red bone coonhound. See, I even loved the Aussies before I started streaming. So much so that I had to get an Australian Shepherd. No. My daughter actually picked her out. She was, my daughter came across some dogs that an old man had gotten in a little too far. He wanted to rescue. And he ended up putting, 2 large dogs in a medium cage multiple times across his property. And then he had some really fantastic young adult, we'll just say, that just wanted to play video games all day long and not work. And he would get really annoyed with the dogs. And from my understanding, he was not nice to them. And to this day, if Ava sees a tall, skinny male, she freaks out. And it's the only time she's ever physically gotten aggressive with a man. It was a tall, skinny man that came into the house that she did not trust. Earl was meowing in the back. Yeah, he's laughing at me. Oh, well, come here then. Push the pets button all the way over there. I'm just kidding. I love you. Oh, thank you, Auntie M. I will pin it when I have more than one hand. Oh, what about it? How is she so poor, and does she look neglected now? She's now spoiled rotten. She's a world famous star. I mean, she's got the best life now. It all worked out. She wasn't there long. She spoiled rotten girl she is. Yeah. I love her. Well, okay, yeah, get all the crumbs. Yes, fine. Maybe I won't have to vacuum. Oh. I love her so much. She's such a pain in the butt. She keeps me busy, gives me purpose. Earl has been something else today. Like, you know how he does all where he comes up and he like pats my arm. Yeah, my arm is suffering from it. And I'm trying to teach him to stop. It was one of my favorite parts about getting the buttons was I would no longer have all these, little scratches and pockmarks in my arm, and he hasn't learned the buttons yet. He's still scratching me to try to get my attention on things. Oh. Woohoo! Hello, Spider-Man. I am so happy you have got your hot and spicy pork rinds and ice cream and me. Hello, Jenny Green. Oh, so anybody have any ideas on where they want to start tonight? Everybody here loves their ice cream. My goodness. I'm more of a soft serve kind of gal. If I get ice cream, I want it to come from a broken machine. Thank you, Mortimer Duke. You're adorable. Yeah, you got that one, eh? What do you mean break it out? You never let it go. Well, that's the nice thing about liking soft serve is I have to leave the house to get it. So, yeah. It's not often. Once in a blue moon. But I don't really do drive-throughs, so not a whole lot anyways. Hello, Lisa Panette. Oh my goodness. Welcome. We've already been having fun. Once you get past a certain age, you are what you are. If I knew where to find those, we wouldn't be doing court crawl. Ooh, what's funny is I actually I made a peach crisp for a friend of mine today, and I took it over to her. Hello, Sherry B. Shush, you shut your mouth. Don't tell me things like this. Oh, I love that you think I'm a pro. Oh, speaking of which, all of the replay crew minis, all of the technical issues from last night, I fixed, including one nobody even noticed. I didn't even notice it. The long case with the cabin renter or cabin thieves. There was a chunk that somehow migrated itself from the middle of the case to the beginning, and it it, it was almost like a trailer of sorts. It started off with the judge saying, I've calculated it out, and you could be facing up to 171 years, blah 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 blah. And when I was doing the replay crew mini, I was like, that just seems out of place, because about like 5 minutes in, all of a sudden you hear the judge say, go on the record with case blah 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 blah. And I'm like, that should be the start. I have no idea how this section found itself from the middle of the case all the way to the front. It didn't belong there. So I put it where it belongs. And so the replay crew mini is correct. Oh, I love that. I really do. There's only one brand that I can get that here, and I think it's Haagen-Dazs, I think. But it's in a little gold pint. Very delicious. I know, right? Right? Crazy. And you know how YouTube disappeared for you all for, I don't know, it seemed like forever, but it was really only a handful of seconds. That didn't exist when I downloaded the video. Like, that didn't happen on my end. I had no idea what you guys were talking about. So it was just simply a out there in the world thing. Oh, that's so sweet. How thoughtful of him. Oh, it's Jojo to use here. Hello, sweetie. Good to see you. It was, I think, retrograde bottled itself up for the last week or so before it went away. And last night, it just dumped on my stream all at once. Retrograde hit me so hard, and it's over. But it had one final parting gift for me. I think it's over, right? Auntie M, it's over, right? Hello, Salty Buddha, my love. Yeah, we had the Wisconsin case that, it migrated. We had the video finishing exporting the moment I hit unmute and blaring the PAWFURM intro over top of the guy talking during the docket. I fixed that also. And then we had YouTube just shutting down for the world. It was a night. It was a night. I'm telling you, it saved it for me and dumped it all at once. Yeah. I know, she's such a jerk. Oh, how beautiful. Well, that was today, so we'll see how this works out. I'm sorry. I don't mean to keep you in. You are all dressed and ready to go. You should go. You should have fun. You can see me anytime. The world awaits. But oh my gosh, I'm so grateful that you stayed. I'm sorry. It is what it is. Maisie needs a thunder shirt. All right, so the goal is to find something funny. Oh, also, I won't be on super late tonight. Tomorrow I have to go see my daughter, and so I'm gonna drive part way and go to my dad's house, and then my dad's gonna take me to where she lives and chauffeur us around to all the little stores and stuff that she wants to go to. She got a job, but she can't actually have the job until I take her birth certificate. We didn't even think to have it. We didn't even think to to send it. So, I have to take it because there's not enough time to mail it. And plus, of course, she's amassed a list of things otherwise that she needs too. All right, I'm looking. I am looking for I cannot see chat at the moment, by the way. Oh, I bet he didn't. Okay. I'm seeing like these 2.5 and 3 hour dockets with Chief Judge Motz, and I'm like, he never works that long. But I'm pretty sure he didn't run it the entire time. Gotcha. Well, thank you so much. I think Oh, it is the alignment of planet Mercury within the solar system. When it gets to a certain point in its positioning, it starts messing with anything electronic and technological. Auntie M taught me about it. I had never paid any mind to it. Thought it was, it's like a horoscope, you know? Some people see it as a superstition. So, anyways, every time I would have just the absolute worst problems editing, my computer would crash, things would go wrong, keyboard wouldn't work, just out of the blue, absolute crummy days with trying to get anything done technologically wise, it would always be retrograde. It's a certain series of dates that Auntie M knows by heart. And she'll fill you in on the rest. I'm excited. I'm glad my dad is doing the lion's share of the driving. And he's got an SUV kind of vehicle, so it'll be able to fit my walker and my wheelchair. So if I'm okay enough to walk, if there's a store that's, small enough, or something like shoe shopping that I can go in and sit down right away, then I can walk in there and I don't have to use my wheelchair and feel so out of place in the world. Oh, golly. Full moons are a whole wow. They're a wowie wow. Especially like if you work in a nursing home, if you work in an emergency room, anything like that, you see full moons on full display. It's crazy with elderly people and full moons. They, even if they're in a room like with curtains closed, they don't know what time of day it is, they sundown so much harder with a full moon where they just go nuts. And it like, you want to think that it's crazy, right? You just want to think the pull of the moon cannot do this to people, but it does. Like I did for years. And I was perfectly fine not knowing. I was perfectly fine just thinking, that for this week or two, whatever, crap just happens. But it always just happens. Oh, is that where you work? I'm sorry. My brother would always end up in the ER for full moon. Stupid stuff. Stupid stuff. Walking off a brick wall by accident, a retaining wall. Full moon teenage boy kind of things. True. Hello, Sobe Liz. So good to have you join us. Oh, I don't wanna. Sounds like a good time to me. Excuse me. Oh, I'm so sorry. So, I have Judge Mott's pulled up. That's actually funny. You're like, oh, yeah, I'm crazy for a reason. Thank you. Oh, thank you so much. It's one of those people either love it or they hate it, or they get used to it. One of those. Oh, you are such a sweetie. Thank you. It was C-Rex. Well, not the. It was the. She slipped Fireball 151 in the IV bag instead. And yeah, away it went. Thank you so much. Honestly, you guys are the whole reason. Seriously. Wow. Okay. So maybe, you know what would be really, wow. I just had a thought. Without knowing, we should see if yesterday had a bunch of solar flares. Hold on, I'm just curious. Google's listening to me again. Okay, so that would have been technically that would have been 9/6. You know, I'm getting everything from everything that happened in May with solar flares. But there is something that says, wow. Okay, hold on. Let me see if I can show this. Oh, search the government site. The government site. NASA? Is that the one? What I did find, somebody took pictures and imagery of. Hold on, I'm gonna share it. Just give me a second here. Okay, so it says I took these yesterday, but didn't get around to processing, evaluating the data until this morning. Knew I had something special when I was imaging, as there was very little turbulence. I don't know what any of this means. I'm not going to say what I think it looks like. Stop that, please. Please stop. I'm not giving you food when you do that anymore. You can use your food button. It's just, I'm not encouraging it. You thought so too. NOAA. National Oceanic and Atmospheric Administration. Thank you. I learned something new today. Radio blackouts. Well, that's definitely kind of what the other guy's camera thing looked like, only less Uranus detail. Solar flares are large eruptions of electromagnetic radiation from the sun lasting from minutes to hours. The sudden outburst of electromagnetic energy travels at the speed of light. Therefore, any effect on the sunlit side of the Earth's exposed outer atmosphere occurs at the same time the event is observed. Sorry. Before his butt hits it, I'm getting it out of the way. Solar flares usually take place in active region. Earl, please stop. Solar flares usually take place in active regions, which are areas on the sun marked by the presence of strong magnetic fields, typically associated with sunspot groups. As these magnetic fields evolve, they can reach a point of instability and release energy in a variety of forms. These include electromagnetic radiation, which are observed as solar flares. Okay, now, where is the when it happened? Yeah, I don't know. I'm sorry. I am just... Oh, please do. Please do. they both need to be on a feeding schedule, and I got sorry if that hits. Oh my god. This is also Ava's favorite toy. But yeah, I got this out. And I've been trying to give them a little bit more exercise because they certainly need it. Especially the one on the bed. Because, he's a chunk butt. And so today I've been playing with them and giving them some exercise. Nobody dares go on the bed usually when Billy's up there. He'll join with the others, of course. This light is not as bright as the one I had earlier. Yeah, they can't even. Ava's not even seeing this outside of directly on her. Here, let's get the other one. The other one's batteries are better. Let's see, point it the right way this time. Here we go. All right. See, Earl's a little less timid about getting it. But Billy is all about it. And Ava, oh my gosh, she will run the cats over to get after it. Sorry, I know this this is not what you were expecting. So yeah, this is the new thing. I love putting it on the pillow and watching him just headbutt into the pillow at full force, full speed ahead. Like he thinks he's doing something right there. Thank you. I just don't. I just didn't know where to find it. I would have to peruse the site for way longer. Oh, look at we got the butt shake. We got the butt shake. He wants to do it. He wants to do it, you guys. Oh, the butt wiggle went away. Oh, you big moose. You galump. You are just such a galump. Look behind you. Earl's like, I would love to play with it, but every time I go for it, Ava jumps on top of her. And, hey, you just bit my finger and light pointer. Did you realize Mommy was the light source? jiggle it around like I'm fishing. Oh, trust me, it was shaking plenty. It didn't show as well on the screen, but it was shaking well. Hello, Colette McCoy. You joined just in time for fun PAWFURM. Fun PAWFURM activity. I've got another one here. I don't know how bright this one is. Not very bright. Nope. So this one here, this seems to be the winner. And I always start it backwards. I always started out the wrong direction. Let's see, can you jump? Yay! Oh. Oh, I'm so sorry to everybody who came here expecting that I was going to be doing court stuff by now. And we're 42 minutes into it, and I'm playing with the animals. I should have made it members only. You discovered where the light comes from. You can't chase my hand, though. Oh, you think... Is that your way of asking for it, Ava? That was her way of saying, Mama, I want to play too. Wait. All right, I'll play more when I'm not on stream. I know. I know. I'm so... This is another reason why I do the replay crew minis, is because we get going and we lose track of time and we get into some really bizarro stuff sometimes. So I've got to do this. I've got to do the replay crew minis because of this. See, and you guys, I'm glad you get it. Billy might be. Earl is very loved, but he's not a cuddly kind of cat. So I love him so much. But I can't express my love to him like in the way I normally would, which would be to snuggle and cuddle and hold him. He don't like that. No. He just wants to wander back and forth. Oh, she's just spoiled rotten. She's my princess. Yep. Billy's my baby. Billy's my love. Like, he's got all my heart. Ava, I love. She's got all my heart in her own way. She's just special. And Earl's my grandbaby boy. Each one of them I love. They're all my favorite in their own way. He gives me kisses, y'all. Like, what more could any mama cat owner love or want? What more could we want? He gives me kisses. But when I kiss him, it's done. Well, you can come here and we'll play with them. Like I said, normally I would do this as members only. Well, he doesn't give me those kinds of kisses. He puts his face like right up to mine and then he nudges in. Yeah, he is mama's spoiled baby. He's also the biggest jerk. Like Earl's not a jerk. Earl's not a jerk at all. He is super sweet. Other than him the scratching on my arm, but he's not doing that to scratch. He's trying to pet me. He's like, I know this is what you do. But it's not, and it doesn't work that way. He's got tiny little Oh, I gotta show you guys something. I'm sorry, Mortimer Duke. I love you. Go to sleep. Give me 1 second. I will be right back. I will be right back. I promise. It was right outside my door, so I knew I could grab it. These are good luck if you find them. I've always believed it anyways. They're just really hard to show on camera. Oh, man. Get out of here. Get out of here. It's a kitty claw. They shed them. Yeah. See, I can kitty claw you now. Yeah, I found it on the carpet. It's I think they're the coolest thing. But yeah, if you find one, they're good luck. I don't know which one of these bozos it belonged to, but one of them's missing a claw somewhere. Probably Billy. Is that what you call it? Little glass dolphin? Yeah. Kind of looks like one. Like I don't see it. All right, I am going to put something on though because I need to step away in a minute. So let's find something to watch. Da, 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 da. People don't run him very often, so I'm usually pretty safe running him that it's something, that might not have been seen.
Our city brings it up to Winfield. It all depends on where exactly that boundary line is.
Based on 120 years ago, nobody since me to spread it up. I like Ford's, Thomas trucks, four-wheeler, ag burglar, a whole bunch of, ag bucks filling already.
It kind of depends on where they think what they think is. So.
Trying to understand them.
Almost ended up back in our city when they came out. I broke into the register apparently. But I was got a soda this year. I was thirsty. My girl was living in that building. She went off different ways, and so she knew I got arrested. It's different when nobody knows what we did.
Yeah.
Big chair. Well, no, normal chair. She's super tiny. She's not a little person, but she is super tiny. We can go there next. We'll put her on the list. Give me a second here. I'm gonna get to where it's not just the jail people talking in super strong accents. Wow, that goes on a minute. It's a good thing I'm zooming faster. See? This is why I don't just put stuff on and walk away. Here he is.
All right, this is 24 CR 195 State versus Mindy Borges. Are you Miss Borges?
Picture.
Very good. Miss Borges, I've had them send a copy of the complaint to you. Do you have that with you?
Yes, Your Honor.
Very good. I'm going to go over that allegation, the two allegations made in that complaint. Count one is an allegation of possession of drug paraphernalia. That's a misdemeanor.
Shocker.
Carries up to 6 months in the county jail as a maximum penalty and up to $1,000 fine as a maximum penalty. And the second allegation is failure to wear a seatbelt, a traffic infraction punishable by fine only. You have the right to have an attorney represent you on these allegations. If you can't afford to hire one, I'll appoint one. Do you know what you want to do with regard to an attorney?
Yes.
Did you want to hire an attorney or do you want to apply for court appointed?
For city.
Court appointed? Okay. Just fill out an application. You can get one there at the jail. And or if you make bond, you can get that from the clerk's office. Says here you live in Wellington on A Street?
Yes.
Okay. They tried to summons you.
Yes. I sprained my shoulder and I wasn't able to get to court because he told me to use Zoom and I couldn't, the password I put in kept not accepting it and I just couldn't figure it out with Zoom.
Well, you can come to court.
I had a shoulder and I couldn't walk, so she told me to use Zoom. I just fell and sprained my shoulder and I have a brace at home, but I couldn't walk with my shoulder. So she told me to do Zoom and I couldn't get the password to go through. And then the next day I'm here. Well, there was Labor Day and then I'm here. But yeah, I cannot get.
So you do live over on A Street.
Yes, I do. And I was ahead of time on the Zoom trying to figure it out. I wasn't late. I just couldn't get the password to go through. Because your password at the lady at court gave me kept saying it wasn't acceptable.
Okay. And you can't just come to court?
Not with my sprained shoulder, I couldn't walk, I couldn't find a ride, I can't walk with my shoulder. It just happened the day before.
I can't walk.
I wasn't walking in the first place because of the shoulder.
All right. Well, all right, then your bond is set at $2,500. You can post that cash or professional surety, which is a bondsman. There's a list of bondsmen there at the jail that can bond you out. If you make bond, you need to be back in court September 12th at 2:30.
If I don't make bond, I'm gonna be here till September 12th.
So they'll zoom you in if you don't make bond. Okay.
Okay.
All righty. Did you get the application for court appointed attorney filled out? Okay. The next court date, write this down, September 12th at 2:30. We'll see you then. Next case, State versus Kathy Lusk. That is 24 CR 246.
My wrist.
All righty, it's the State versus Kathy Lusk, 24 CR 246. Are you Miss Lusk?
I am.
All righty, complaint's been sent out to you, Miss Lusk, because the county attorney's alleged one count of domestic battery. That's a Class B misdemeanor, carries up to 6 months in jail, up to $1,000 fine. Set your bond at $1,000 on recognizance bond. So you'll need to be back in court September 12th. Well, let me ask you this. Are you going to, you have the right to hire an attorney? Can't afford to hire an attorney, one will be appointed. Did you want to hire your own attorney or do you want to apply for court appointed?
Am I not allowed to speak and tell my side?
No, not today is a bad idea for that. This is simply first appearance. And the only thing we do procedurally in first appearance is I give you what the state's allegations are. You're presumed innocent of those charges, but that's the allegation. I've set bond at $1,000 on recognizance, which means you'll be released on your own recognizance. And if you fail to appear for court on September 12th, I haven't set a time yet. I've not set a time yet. But if you fail to appear for court at whatever time I do set, then a warrant will be issued and you'll owe $1,000 for not appearing.
Okay, so you'll send that to my home?
I'll send what? I'm not going to send anything to your home.
Oh, how will I be notified to remember this date?
I'm
Oh, okay.
I'm going to set the date here in a second, but it depends on what time, how you answer my questions here. Did you want to hire your own attorney or do you want to apply for court appointed attorney?
Court appointed, I guess.
All right, there's applications there at the jail, so you can get one on your way out, or if you just want to pick one up at the clerk's office, you can do that as well. But no cost up front if you do qualify, and if you don't qualify, then you're going to have to hire your own attorney or represent yourself.
What does that
All
mean?
So you're going to apply for court appointed?
Yeah,
All right, I'll set this September 12th at 2:30 then. So write that date down. That's when you need to be back in court. September 12th at 2:30.
yeah.
Okay. That any time.
Thank you.
All right, hearing's concluded.
So. Restaurant.
Versus Joseph Regnier, 24 CR 247. Are you Mr. Regnier? All right, complaint's been sent out to you. You have a copy of that with you there? All right, you're charged in count 1 with burglary of a dwelling, level 7 non-dwelling. Level 7 non-person felony carries up to 34 months in prison as a maximum penalty. Count 2 is an allegation of attempted theft. Carries up to 17 months in prison as a maximum penalty. Count 3, theft, misdemeanor allegation. Carries up to a year in the county jail as a maximum penalty. You have the right to have an attorney represent you in these allegations. If you can't afford to hire one, I'll appoint one. Do you know what you're trying to do with regard to an attorney?
Attorney, sir. And also, I'm not from
I'm
around.
sorry, what did you say? Do you want a court appointed or do you want to hire?
Court appointed, sir.
All right, there's applications there at the jail. Fill it out, qualify, an attorney will be appointed to represent you if you make bond. Get that from the, you can get the application from the sheriff's office. Your bond is set at $20,000. You can post that cash or professional surety, which is a bondsman. There's a list of bondsmen there at the jail who can bond you out. If you do make bond, you need to be back in court September 12th at 2 p.m.
Can we do a speedy trial? Can I just do guilty and all this shit right now? See my language?
Yeah, you gotta watch your language or we'll have another contempt matter to deal with. So, you wanted to get an attorney, correct? Okay, there's applications there. Discuss that with your attorney. If you want to discuss plea options, the attorney will help you with that. All right.
Ooh, I've never seen in person with him.
Okay, 217 CR 275 State versus Clint Howard.
I think it's Clint Davis, sir.
Oh, Harold Davis. Clint Davis, yeah.
You know, people.
Not in the courtroom, sir.
There's just the case where there's been an outstanding warrant for quite a long time for a motion to revoke probation. It looks at some point it got turned over to collections. The case is paid in full. Based on the fact that the warrant's been outstanding for over.
Sorry. The allergies.
Based on the fact that the warrant was outstanding for over, it looks like almost 5-6 years now, I was gonna go ahead and move to lift the warrant and terminate the case, but without him being here, I don't know that you'd be willing to do that.
Well, I mean, if you want to lift the warrant, you can. If you don't believe you can defend it.
Well, it appears that there's a pretty glaring Myers motion in this case, so I would. And
All
again, the fact that it's been paid in full and it's a failure to appear and a failure to pay,
Okay. So you want to dismiss it?
yeah.
Okay, so warrant dismissed by state. And you want to close the case?
Yeah.
All right, we'll get the journal entry in on that.
Yeah.
State versus Brittany Dillard, 18 CR 25. Mr. Marcinski. And that's that you, Miss Dillard?
Yes, sir.
All right. Let's see. Looks like a first appearance. Do you have a copy of the complaint?
No, I do not.
All right, well, we'll bring you one. You're charged in count 1 with possession of marijuana. And count 2, possession of drug paraphernalia. Each of those Class B misdemeanors carrying up to 6 months in jail, up to $1,000 fine. A PE shall have an attorney represent you on these allegations. If you can't afford to hire an attorney, I'll appoint one. Do you know what you're trying to do with regard to an attorney?
I need one appointed to me.
All right, if you fill out the application.
I'm filling it out now.
Okay. I'll call your case again in a few minutes after I go through the other 9 o'clocks.
Okie dokie, thank you.
State versus Shantika Friday, 24 CR 204. All right, are you Miss Friday?
Yes.
All right, do you have a copy of your complaint?
What?
A copy of your complaint?
Yeah, I did.
All righty, I'll go over that with you. There's 4 counts. Count 1 is an allegation of no insurance, Class B misdemeanor. There's up to 6 months in jail as a maximum. Count 2, possession of drug paraphernalia. 3, possession of marijuana. Both of those Class B misdemeanors, each carrying up to 6 months in jail as a maximum penalty. Count four is transported in a container, unclassified misdemeanor. I believe that also carries up to 6 months in jail as a maximum penalty. You have the right to have an attorney represent you on these allegations. Can't afford to hire one, I'll appoint one. Do you know what you want to do with regard to an attorney?
I'm filling out the application for,
Okay, well, I'll call it again in a few minutes when you finish that. State versus Tara Hoffman, 24 CR 208.
Hello, Your Honor.
Hello, Ms. Hoffman, do you have a copy of your complaint?
Yes, I do, right in front of me.
I'll go over that with you. It's one count of misdemeanor assault, class C misdemeanor, carries up to 30 days in jail as a maximum penalty. You have the right to have an attorney represent you on that allegation. If you can't afford to hire one, I'll appoint one. Do you know what you want to do with regard to an attorney?
I mean, is it recommended that I get one? I mean, this whole situation was completely blown out of proportion. It's,
Yep, sounds like you need an attorney.
I guess we'll do court appointed.
Have you filled out the application yet?
No, I wanted to see kind of your reference a little.
I mean, yeah, I would recommend getting one or hiring one or filling that out if you don't qualify, if you qualify. All right, I'll call your case and get a few minutes. Get that filled out, please.
All right.
State versus Mary Jacobs, 24 CR 205.
Not in the courtroom, sir.
Okay.
I'm on the video. Sorry.
Oh, there you go. Okay,
Sorry, I had to find it. I had to get it on there.
you're fine. Do you have a copy of the complaint, ma'am?
No, sir.
All right, we'll send that to you if you want us to send it to you.
Okay.
Do you want it by email or do you want it just in the mail?
You can send it in the mail.
In the mail, all right. Is it 1207 North Estelle Avenue?
Yes, sir.
Okay, it's just the address in the complaint. All right, I'll go over this with you real quick. You're charged with possession of marijuana, and possession of drug paraphernalia. Each of those are Class B misdemeanors. Each carries up to 6 months in jail as a maximum penalty, and each carries up to $1,000 fine. You have the right to have an attorney represent you on those allegations. If you can't afford to hire an attorney, I'll appoint one. Do you know what you're going to do with regard to an attorney?
Probably get one court appointed, but I have a question. I don't know if this is the man that I was supposed to kind of speak to, like how my mom and my nephew did about, I guess, like just paying the fine or something.
Oh, you want to work out a plea agreement with the prosecutor?
Yes, sir.
Larry Marcinski, do you see him on your screen?
Yes, sir.
All right, he's not your attorney. He represents the state of Kansas, so his interests aren't yours. His are for the state of Kansas, but you're perfectly free to waive your right to an attorney and work something out with him if you want.
Yes, sir. I would like to do that if that's okay.
Yeah, it's fine with me. We don't do it during docket days. I think we have 40 or 50 cases on today. So if you want to work something out, you can call him, you know, tomorrow's a better day, just whatever day works for his schedule.
Okay.
Judge, if I might interrupt briefly, what she's discussing is with Miss Nadine Jacobs and Mr. Quentin Jacobs. I allowed both of them to plead guilty to count one, possession of marijuana with a $200 fine and appropriate court costs. And I had advised that if Miss Mary Jacobs wanted to take advantage of that same, this is a traffic stop on the turnpike where all three individuals individually possessed a personal use amount of marijuana. So that's what she's referring to.
Yes, sir.
Well, I mean, that sounds like that's the offer plead to which one, Mr. Marcinski?
It was count one, possession of marijuana to a $200 fine and court costs.
Yeah. Is that what you wanted to do, or do you want to get the attorney? I don't.
No, that's what I wanted to do, sir.
Okay. Are you sure?
Yes, sir.
I'm proceed right now?
Yes.
All right. Just a reminder, the maximum penalty for possession of marijuana is up to 6 months in jail, up to $1,000 fine. As I've told you before, you have the right to have an attorney represent you. And if you can't afford to hire one, I'll appoint one. And all you got to do is fill out an application. And if you qualify, an attorney will be appointed to represent you. No cost up front. If you do choose to represent yourself, you have to follow all the rules of procedure and evidence, just as if you're an attorney. Has anyone promised you anything or threatened with anything to get you to waive your right to an attorney?
No, sir.
Just to be clear, you do want to waive your right to an attorney and enter a plea today.
Yes, if to pay the court costs and things, yes, sir.
Well, his recommendations are not binding on me. I'll go over that with you later.
Yes, sir.
Couldn't follow it, but there's no guarantees. You understand
Yeah.
that?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Are you, and the last question on the attorney bit, are you under the influence of alcohol or drugs right now?
No, sir.
All right, to be clear, you want to waive your right to an attorney and enter a guilty plea to possession of marijuana today. Is that true?
Yes, sir.
All right, I'll find that you've knowingly, willingly, voluntarily waived your rights. To an attorney. I'll accept that waiver and allow you to represent yourself. And so I don't have a form like I have when they're in person. So can you include that she waived
Yes,
her rights? Attorneys there in the. I made a note, but.
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, very good. Okay, now I'm gonna go over your trial rights and everything associated with the trial now to make sure you understand that. Basically, before I can accept your plea, I must be satisfied you know your rights and understand the effect of a guilty plea on those rights. Do you understand you have a right to a trial in this case?
Mhm.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
All right. And if you request a trial to a jury, you will have a trial to a jury. And at trial, the witnesses must testify in open court and in your presence. You have the right to cross-examine any witnesses appearing to testify against you. You may present evidence on your own behalf and subpoena witnesses if you want to, but you're not required to do that. And you have the right to either testify or not testify, whatever you decide. You are presumed innocent of these charges. Before the court or jury can find you guilty, your guilt must be proven by the state beyond a reasonable doubt. Do you understand all of these rights?
Yes, sir.
You understand that by entering a plea of guilty, you're waiving your right of trial to a jury or a judge.
Yes, sir.
And you're waiving the requirement that you be found guilty beyond a reasonable doubt.
Yes, sir.
Have you had, well, that was a question if you had an attorney. I kind of went over this with you. Do you understand I don't have to follow the plea agreement? I could sentence you anything up to 6 months in jail if I thought that was fair. Do you understand that?
Yes, sir.
All right, then. Last question. Other than the plea agreement, has anyone promised you anything or threatened you with anything to get you to plead guilty?
No, sir.
To the charge of possession of marijuana, how do you plead?
Guilty.
It's alleged that on about May 17th, 2024, here in Sumner County, that you possessed marijuana, kind of discovered after a traffic stop. Did you possess marijuana on that date here in Sumner County?
Yes, sir.
All right. Did you know you had that substance on your person?
Yes, sir.
Based on statements, I'll find your plea has been voluntarily and intelligently entered. There's a factual basis for it. I'll accept that a judge you guilty of possession of marijuana. Do you know of any legal reason why I cannot now impose sentence?
I don't understand that.
I know.
Sorry.
Yeah. Are you a diplomat?
Oh, no, sir.
Diplomatic immunity is about the only thing I can think of.
No, sir.
Do you wish to make a statement on your own behalf and or submit any evidence in mitigation of punishment?
No, sir.
All right. It'll be and it's $200 fine and court costs, Mr. Morsinski, is that correct?
Yes, Your Honor.
For the record, I'm dismissing the other count pursuant to plea agreement.
Thank you.
All right, the sentence it'll be the order and judgment of this court to be sentenced to $200 fine and court costs. All right. How long will it take you to pay that? I can set a date out for you.
I can pay it on the 10th.
Of September?
Yes, sir.
All right, I don't want to squeeze you.
Well, okay, could you give me to the 25th of
Sure.
September?
Sure.
And I can pay it all off.
Okay. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna set it over to October 31st, which is Halloween.
Okay.
Pay it off before then so you don't forget it. Mark it on
Okay.
the calendar. You can pay part of it and then part of it if that helps you, but
Okay.
on or before October 31st,
Yes.
2024, which is Thursday.
Okay.
All right, and you can just pay that at the clerk's office, Sumner County Court Clerk.
Okay, thank you.
All right, you have any questions?
No, sir.
You may appeal this sentence if you feel it's imposed contrary to law, and you have 14 days from today with which to appeal if you want. If you don't get it by then, it'll be sent to collections, and it might end up costing more than the $200 fine and court costs, okay?
Okay, I'll get it paid.
I'm just encouraging you that it'd probably be better, because otherwise they'll start machine things.
Okay.
All right?
Okay.
Have a good
Thank
day.
you. You too.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
State versus Jennifer Kaler, 24 CR 209.
I'm here. Can you hear me?
Yes, I can.
Okay, good. Yes, sir, I'm here.
You just start your video for me.
What's that?
Can you start your video for me so we can see you?
Oh, sure. Hold on 1 second. Sorry, I'm getting ready for work. Let's see. Oh, here we go. It's making me change my settings for some reason. Can you see me?
No.
Oh, here we go. Sorry. Can you see me now?
No.
I'm so sorry.
All right, we'll let you figure that out and we'll swing back around.
Here, hold on. I think I. Oh yeah. Give me a sec.
Excuse me, I don't mean to interrupt. I'm so sorry. Do you guys have me on this docket? Or what time was ours? Anthony Williams? I apologize. I called Mr. Stedman. They didn't answer the office this morning.
Because he's at 3:30, but if you want.
Is Mr. Stedman representing you?
Yes, sir.
I thought somebody told me that you were on. You were at 3:30, but we were trying to maybe do you earlier. It's not 3:30 right now.
Okay, that's my apology, sir. I wasn't for sure what time. I thought it was then or 9. I just didn't want to miss it.
No worries. It's at 3:30, and I didn't know if we were trying to move it to 11 or something.
Yes, Mr. Stedman was supposed to reach out to him
Yeah.
yesterday.
Has Mr. Stedman reached out to you? Yes.
Not yet, as far as a change of time, no. So he probably is still on for 3:30.
Yeah, we have one at 3:30, and we're trying to make it a little earlier if we could. And I don't know if we're gonna get it done. So.
Okay. Sorry for the interruption. I just wanted to see if I was on here before I let my phone go do it all day.
Mr. Stedman and find out, and we're here. You can appear anytime. Just pop in if you both want to pop in anytime. We could take care. I don't know if we got along. It's probably not gonna be long, but could you call him and see what time would be good to appear?
Yes, sir. Yep, I will do that.
3:30 is the time. Then we'll see you then. But
okay, sounds good.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Who do we have? Can we just take it? Somebody who's ready. Did we lose? All right, State versus Brittany Dillard, 18 CR 25. Call that again.
Judge, I did want to point out, you had said it was for a first appearance. This is a first appearance, but it's on a probation violation.
Oh, yeah, okay. Oh, okay. It's just so old, it didn't have any notes in it. That's why I got confused. All right.
Okay, I'm back. I'm sorry.
Thank you. All right, we take up another case. We'll take you up when we get to you.
Okay, thank you.
Brittany Dillard. All right, looks like you qualify for an attorney. This is a motion to revoke probation, Miss Dillard. So, like you had Mike Brown before, I'm gonna appoint Austin Fallsgraf to represent you. All right, they're gonna give you his contact information. I'll set this over 1 week to September 12th.
Okay, thank you.
Well, write this time down, September 12th at 2:30. That's when you're going to appear next. So next week at 2:30. Make him keep all your appointments with Mr. Fallsgraf. See you then.
We're on a bathroom counter.
Is Miss Friday's in? All right. State versus Tara Hoffman, 24 CR 208.
Application, are you done?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, looks like you qualify, Miss Hoffman. This is misdemeanor assault. I'll appoint Austin Fallsgraf to represent you. All right, I'll set this over to September 19th.
Judge, I'm sorry, who was it? Austin.
Tara Hoffman,
No, the attorney.
Austin Fallsgraf. The right date down September 19th at 2:30, okay? All right, they can keep all appointments, Miss Hoffman.
Yes, Your Honor. The court-appointed attorney, can they call me at some point and speak with me on the phone about this too?
Court-appointed attorney, that's why you got the contact information. You're to call and make appointments and meet with them, and then they'll talk to you about the case.
All right, well, thank you very much.
All right, it's your job to catch them, not to catch you.
Okay, well, no, I know that.
I don't plan to track you guys down and call you. You call them, make appointments, and
Am I good to go, or do you want me to stay? Do I need more stuff to do?
I know you're busy, but you were free to go about a couple minutes ago. But just make sure you make and keep all appointments with Mr. Fallsgraf, okay?
All righty.
All right, State versus Shantika Friday, 24 CR 204. All right, Miss Friday, you qualify as well. And I'm gonna appoint Austin Fallsgraf to represent you.
Okay, I was wondering, does any of these, could I be putting these in like a payment arrangement or something like that, or if I plead guilty and put it in a payment arrangement or something?
Yeah, talk to your attorney about plea negotiations. That's
Okay.
what he'll help you with, and he'll explain all the you know, situation. He's got a lot to go over probably,
Okay,
and he'll walk you through it, and that's what he's for.
okay.
All right. So do you have his contact information?
Is this it? The other card, he just handed me the card.
All right. That's so make and keep appointments with Mr. Fallsgraf. His office is right across the street. If you wanted to check in on the way out.
Because I live in Topeka, Kansas, that's why I was asking these questions.
Yeah, so there's a way to appear by Zoom as well for you, would be a good option, these charges.
Okay,
You have Zoom capabilities and somebody that's
okay.
got to work. with you.
That'll do. That will work. Thank you.
Okay. And I would suggest, since you're in Topeka, if you're here, just walk out the front doors of the courthouse. There's a law office there. That's Mr. Fallsgraf's office. He may or may not be available at the moment, but you could walk here and make appointments and you know, get contact information exchanged and all of that. All right, so I will set this over. Write this date down. September 19th.
Oh,
Is September 19th work for you, ma'am?
September 19th.
Yeah, that's a Thursday.
Okay,
September 19th at 2:30, okay?
2:30.
Yeah, so write down, it's September 19th at 2:30.
Okay.
All right, any questions?
No, I guess I gotta go up to the lawyer and see what he got, what should I do next.
Okay, very good. September 19th at 2:30. We'll see you.
Okay, thank you.
All right, State versus Jennifer Kaler, 24 CR 209.
Yes, I'm here.
Okay.
Sorry, I'm getting ready for work.
All right, do you have a copy of the complaint?
I do.
All right, I'm gonna go over that with you. You're charged with aggravated interference with parental custody. It's a level 7 felony.
Yeah.
That carries up to 34 months in prison as a maximum penalty of the right to have an attorney represent you on that allegation. If you can't afford to hire an attorney, I'll appoint one. Do you know what you're gonna do with regard to an attorney?
I would like an attorney, but the problem is, my family, my ex-family there knows all of them, and I think Fallscraft is on retainer for them, so I'm not sure what to do in regards to that. So,
There's several other attorneys and most of them are Wichita to appoint. If you
yeah,
want-
I live in Texas, so that's the issue.
Okay. So did you want to hire an attorney or do you want to apply for court appointed attorney?
I would like a court appointed, please.
All righty. We can send we can send an application through the email if you want.
That would be great. Thank you.
Give it to us.
What email do you have?
What email do we have?
Mm-hmm.
The regular email everybody else has, I guess.
No, I mean to me, like where would you be sending it? I have 4 because I have.
Tell us where you want to send it and we'll send it to you.
Okay, it's fine. I'll just do it through there. I don't want to do it through my work.
Fine.
But Judge, I know you did my divorce, okay? And I don't know if this is the time or the place, but there's a lot of issues going on right now, and my kids are not happy. And the reason that
I of course don't remember hardly anything I did years ago. So I have no idea about any of that, and it's not the time or place to get into it. This is first appearance. I'm just trying to get you find out about the attorney and make sure you understand what the charge is. And so we're sending you the application for court appointed attorney. Fill it out, send it back, and I'll set this over 1 week to see if you've got that application filled out and turned into us. Okay.
Okay, sir. Thank you so much.
All right. So that it'll be September 12th at 9 a.m. Okay.
Okay, thank you.
East Kansas.
All right. State versus William Moore, 24 CR 203.
I'll get the link.
Yes, Your Honor.
Looks like you wanted to hire an attorney and set it over so you could hire one. How's that going?
That didn't go too well, so I've got paperwork here for a court appointed.
All right. Have you filled it out already?
Yep.
All righty. I'll look at it. All right, I see that you're employed, but you didn't fill out the income information, so they're bringing that back to you to put that in, okay? That's paragraph 3, I circled it.
Hey, you're always welcome here. I love that line. Yes, Sumner County, Kansas. And he's a chief judge, so he's like Mechanico. He is the judge that when someone needs a bond reduction hearing, the magistrates can't do it, etc., he's the one that they get sent to. So he gets a lot of the really crazy stuff in Kansas sometimes. I really enjoy him. And I love Larry Markzinski, the second. Oh, Judge will be back any moment now.
All right, sir, looks like you qualify. I'm going to appoint Austin Fallsgraf to represent you. They're going to give you his contact information. Write this date down. I'm going to set this over to September 26th at 2:30. Make and keep all appointments with Mr. Fallsgraf. And we'll see you back here September 26th at 2:30.
All right.
State versus Sharon Nichols, 24 CR 207.
Not PAWFURM, sir.
All righty, summons here. Not found, so no service.
Judge, I'm sorry, what are the nature of the charges? Odyssey, kicking.
Session, drug paraphernalia, I think there's some driving while suspended, yeah. First offense, driving while suspended.
Due to the ineffectiveness of the summons, Judge, the state would request a bench warrant in the amount of 2,500 cash or professional surety.
All right, that'll be granted. And state versus Christopher Pruitt, 24 CR 248.
Good morning, Your Honor.
Good morning. I think this looks like a first appearance. You have a copy of the complaint?
I do have a copy of the complaint, but not on me, Your Honor. I've reviewed it though.
All right, very well. I'll go over that with you. Your
Yes,
charge count one domestic batteries allegation carries up to 6 months in jail as a maximum penalty, up to $1,000 fine. Count two is an allegation of aggravated assault with a deadly weapon, a level 9 felony, carries up to 17 months in prison as a maximum penalty. Count three is an allegation of criminal restraint, carries up to 1 year in the county jail as a maximum penalty. Count four is an allegation of interference with law enforcement. Again, a class A misdemeanor carries up to 1 year in the county jail as a maximum penalty. You have the right to have an attorney represent you on these allegations. If you can't afford to hire one, I'll appoint one. Do you know what you want to do with regard to an attorney?
Those other, the first two charges were the only ones that I received on my complaint, Your Honor. But I am planning to hire a private counsel.
Well, we'll copy this complaint. This is the complaint I have. So, and it has all the charges that the county attorney's brought against you. So you wanted to hire an attorney, you said?
Yes, Your Honor, and I was gonna ask you a question. I don't know if it's possible or not, but I was wondering if I could possibly I mean, I'm gonna need to get an extension for a couple months to come up with the $3,500 that it's gonna cost to hire Nick Jeffries out of Wichita.
Who you hiring?
His name is Nick Jeffries. I'm not sure if I'm pronouncing his last name right.
I'm not familiar with him.
I think he's talking about Nathan Jeffries.
Oh,
That may be it. There were a bunch of names in their title, so I may have gotten mixed up on that one.
But the state would certainly object to a months-long continuance, Judge.
yeah. Let me set it up. I'll give you 2 weeks and we'll see how you're coming. We get a lot of never get the attorney hired, so I like to keep a track of that. I'll set it over to September 19th.
Your Honor,
Yes, sir.
would there be a possibility that I could get some sort of bond modification? I'm having issues at work with with the scram bracelet. It's non-GPS. But I was wondering if I could possibly get a modification of my bond, so that I don't end up getting hung up and injured or killed severely at work. To get the removal of the scram bracelet.
State's position on the removal of the scram bracelet.
Judge, based on the facts of this case, as I'm aware of them, it kind of all came up because of Mr. Pruitt's extreme intoxication. So I didn't ask for that. I think the judge imposed that as part of his initial bond conditions, but the state thinks it's appropriate, but he hasn't explained why or how it would cause him great bodily harm or death in his work to have a scram bracelet. So I guess I don't know, but I don't think any modification of bond is appropriate. I do note that Miss Pruitt is present. She called yesterday and asked that the no contact order be lifted. I advised her that if Mr. Pruitt requested that based on her desires, and if she wanted to talk to the court, that I wouldn't necessarily get in the way of that. But that's the only bond modification I would agree to at this point, sir.
Is Miss Pruitt here?
She is. And she advised she wasn't sure if Mr. Pruitt wanted that or not, but she wanted to be able to contact him in regards to their finances.
Yeah. I don't see Miss Pruitt anywhere.
I'm sorry?
She's already been contacting me. I haven't contacted her back, obviously, because it's illegal under the circumstances, but she's been contacting me. And Your Honor, I would like an opportunity to explain to you why this ankle monitor is causing me risk at work, if that's appropriate.
Go ahead.
Okay. For instance, yesterday I was up standing on a ladder, greasing some bearings, and when I was climbing up the ladder, it had caught and almost made me fall off the ladder about 8 feet up, and it gets caught on just staying. I work in tight conditions at a grain elevator, Your Honor. There's risk for entanglement and severe injury in that place. There's not really any job there that there's not some kind of entanglement or engulfment risk. And I would just it would be helpful to me to be able to work more safely at work if I could possibly get that scram bracelet removed, Your Honor.
What are your hours?
I typically work like 7 to 5, but during harvest, like we are right now, I'm working 7 to 10 o'clock at night. Sometimes 11 or 12 if we're going to load a train, like we're about to load some cars probably tonight, so it may be a later night, but I typically work 10 to 12 hours normally, and like anywhere from 10 to 15 or 16 hours a day, Your Honor. I don't even hardly have time to go home and have an hour to myself before I go to sleep. And I could even show you my official clock in, clock out app, Lithion ADP. I could show the bailiff my hours, and they could confirm the schedule I'm telling you. It's quite a lot of hours in a hazardous condition, and it's really kind of hampering my ability to work safely.
All right, Ms. Pruitt, did you want to have anything to say on no contact orders?
Your Honor, I would leave that at the discretion of the court. I have no objection to her trying to contact me.
Ms. Pruitt's on the screen here. Did you,
sir?
Ms. Pruitt, did you want to say anything or not?
Sure. Yes, sir. Oh.
No, you don't want, do you want the no contact order lifted or not? I couldn't.
I do.
You want it lifted. All right. Hey, Ms. Pruitt, do you know what time he gets home from work?
It varies. Right now he is on harvest, so it does vary, and if it's a train night, it is pretty late.
What's the latest he gets home?
Um, typically by 10 is the latest that he gets home. If it's a train night, he has been out until 1 to 3 in the morning, but typically I would say 10.
And what times you go to work?
He has to clock in at by 7:45.
All right. And do you have weekends off or no? It's harvest now.
Sir, the other day, Monday, Labor Day was the first day off I've had in roughly a month.
All right. So we're gonna just you can take it off at 7 in the morning.
Judge, I don't think he can remove and take the scram bracelet off. That has to be done by the provider.
Well, then that's
I'm not positive of that. It's not like a GPS bracelet per se, but
probably right. Mr. Hollis, do you know about these things? It has to be taken off by the provider or no?
Your Honor, they would have to be taken off by the provider, yes.
All right, so it's none of this is gonna work. Well, I'm just gonna leave it on, just work around it. Set over to September 19th at 9 a.m. All right. Given the facts here, I'm going to keep the no contact order in place as well. All right, see what you can do about hiring an attorney.
Yes, sir.
Hearing is concluded.
Thank you.
well, that was September 19th at 9 a.m., correct, sir?
Right.
Thank you.
All right, state versus
I think that might have been it until 9:30, Judge. Quick catch up on that. I've had a couple of communications with Mr. Wilson, the attorney in that case. We have been sharing orders. There was a typo. They sent me a modified order this morning, but I haven't had an opportunity to review it. But short story long, I anticipate that these expungement orders, there's two cases that actually will be filed today. So
I've looked in my queue. They weren't there an hour ago. I don't know about now.
I haven't responded. They were in my email this morning with updated, because there was some typos in the ones that we looked at yesterday.
Oh, they're not there yet. Okay.
So I don't know. What we did last time was put a week placeholder on it, but I can promise you that they'll be filed within the next day or so tops. So however you want to handle it.
All right, I'll just set it over 1 week for status.
Okay. I anticipate it'll be gone by then. So at 9:30 again.
Yeah, 9:30.
I believe his case was dismissed.
Okay, Anthony Luchka,
Teacher for bond appearance.
did you decline prosecution on that? I don't have a case for it, Mr. Marcinski.
I'm sure that I sent letters, Judge, but yeah, I think that one is waiting some evidentiary testing, either of blood or I don't have it in front of me. I reviewed it yesterday and verified that it had been declined and made sure that we'd gotten letters to all the appropriate folks. So
Right now it's been declined, sir. So if you want to go get the decline letter from the court, doesn't mean they won't file a case. Sounds like they're waiting on lab results of some kind. Okay.
All right, I also work third shift and I'm in Topeka. Is there any way I could do what everybody else was doing, the video call?
Oh, I mean, yeah, that's fine, but you don't have any more court on this case for now until possibly later if they file it.
All right. So I got another question. They got my ID too. So how do I go about getting that back?
The police have ID? I don't know.
Yeah, they said I had to go to court before I could get my ID back.
Yeah. I don't have your ID. So
is it Wellington Police?
Bel Air.
Belle Plaine.
Belle Plaine.
Yeah, you have to talk to them about it.
I'll reach out to him. He might want to make sure he has his updated address with us, because typically in this situation, I would send a summons, but if we don't have the right address, I'll issue a warrant. But I will reach out to Bill Berry and tell him that they can release his driver's license.
All right. All right. So I don't have, there's no court or nothing right now?
Yeah, they've declined, so no court. There's a letter at the clerk's office Okay,
All right, thank you.
all right. I got some commitments we can do. We'll call the jail. Take a brief recess while we call the jail and get that set up. They're not with us. Okay.
Oh, I want to see some of the jail. This has been fabulous. You know the jail's only going to be better.
All right. What's your name, ma'am? Are you Miss Hill? All right. Can't hear you.
Crystal Hill.
Crystal, here you are, Crystal. All right. This is 20 TR 1432. It looks like you failed to appear back on August 2nd. The bench warrant was issued. $20,000 cash for professional surety. Actually, no, that was the already you made that bond, and then that was forfeited. And now there's a bench warrant with no bond. Looks like you're here for a motion to revoke probation in the traffic court. All right, you have the right to have an attorney represent you in this matter. If you can't afford to hire one, I'll appoint one. Do you know which one to do with regard to an attorney?
I'd like to have my attorney, please.
All right. Says he had Austin Falls graph before. Does that sound right?
Yeah.
Did the court appoint him?
Yes.
Traffic court? Okay. Did you have a conflict with Mr. Brown or something?
Yeah.
Okay. Because he's not, he normally doesn't get appointed on those. Okay, has your financial condition changed since you last filled out the application?
No.
All right, I'll reappoint Austin Fallsgraf. I will continue this to September 13th. Be next Friday at we'll do 1:30. I will set the bond at 20. Didn't get you here, so I got to set it high. I'll set it at 75,000. Cash professional surety with GPS tracking and court services officer supervision. All right. If you do make that bond, be back in court September 13th at 1:30.
Thank you.
Thank you. All right. State versus Christopher Cooper, 18 CR 280.
Judge, we have, he's on a protocol right now, so he has to be in a separate room compared to these guys, so I have another inmate for you.
He's on a what?
He has to be separated from other inmates at this time.
Okay. All right. Is this Mr. Kimsey, maybe?
Yes, sir.
State versus Robert Kimsey. 23 CR 226, 23 CR 231. Get in here and see what this is. All right, looks like a motion to revoke probation in the first case. That's 23 CR 226. It's the same thing in the other. They're both motions to revoke probations. In these matters, you have the right to have an attorney represent you. If you can't afford to hire one, I'll appoint one. Do you know what you want to do with regard to an attorney?
If we can just, I just have my old attorney, Mr. Pate.
All righty. You want court appointed? I'll take judicial notice of your application in these cases. And reappoint Christopher Pate. And I'll set this over to September 12th at 1:30.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
So the next guy has to be separated from other inmates.
All right, State versus Christopher Cooper, 18 CR 280. Mr. Cooper, there's been a motion to revoke your probation file on this matter. You have the right to have an attorney represent you. If you can't afford to hire one, I'll appoint one. Do you know what you're trying to do with regard to an attorney?
I'm more than appointed, Your Honor.
All righty, there's applications there. Have you filled one out yet?
No, sir.
All righty, fill one out. If you qualify, I will appoint an attorney to represent you. Looks like these are misdemeanors. I'll set your case over 1 week to, that'll be September 12th at 2:30.
Good with the feral ones.
Your bond is set at, I have to look actually.
Oh, and some of them would totally do it.
There it is, 20,000 cash professional surety. Special conditions, GPS tracking with court service officer supervision, court service officer supervision. All right, if you make that bond, you need to be back in court September 12th at 2:30. All right, this hearing's concluded. All right, we'll be in recess until 10:30.
So I bought my house because when I was trying to find a place to rent, no one would rent to me because I had a cat. And and there was no way I was giving up my cat. So I went to a mortgage broker and bought a house. You and these guys' bald heads. I had a dream. What was it? Oh, a few nights ago, because I messaged C-Rex about it. I had a dream. The guy I was in a relationship with, he had one of those bald spots that was like at the back right here, and it's a perfect circle, and the hair is like, perfectly straight off of it. So it's like this giant sunspot right in the back middle. And I was like, oh, great. The man of my dreams, I guess, is a balding midlife crisis. It's so cute. All right, let me see. He's in recess until 10:30. Oh, there we go. Let's see. We've got a wild one. Yeah, I guess that hairstyle is called monkey butt. Yeah, Billy is my absolute love. He stole my heart. And before him, I had one named Crow, who he would lay on my chest, and he would actually nurse on my shirt. Same spot. I was the only person he would do it to. I was his mama. And I would have to hold him like an infant as he nursed on my shirt. He got out one day, though, the summer before my accident. Or summer of my accident, basically, at the beginning of it. And then I had my accident and couldn't go out and look for him anymore. But Crow, oh my God. Biggest jerk of a cat. Most loved boy ever. He was like my child. I loved him so much. Now Billy cuddles with me all the time. He sleeps next to me. Earl will sleep behind my knees or right at my belly and curl up in a little ball. Billy will sleep right up by my face. Ava sleeps at my feet. You can see I have the kitty loft on the bed so that they have their boxes up there. They can climb up in their boxes. They're spoiled. Spoiled rotten. They are the PAWFURM.
I said, I'll talk to him about that new football player, of course, still, I can't remember his name. I said, Vickers here, you take him, that's nice. And then I brought up that big kid, that special facility in Wichita, that love cops.
we're gonna take a field trip after I see this round of jail cases, and I'll show you the house I want to have.
'24 CR 222 State versus Damon Root.
Your Honor.
Good morning. Party state appearances, please.
Larry Marchinsky on behalf of the state.
Good morning, Your Honor. Damon Root appears on Zoom in custody through Counsel Bailey Schmiedler.
All right, Ms. Schmiedler.
Thank you, Your Honor. We would request a preliminary hearing with evidence, please.
Okay. Let me get my calendar out here. Got Wednesday, and that's too soon. Tuesday, September 24th in the afternoon. Is that available for both parties?
Yes, Your Honor.
Works well for me, sir.
All righty, well, September 24th at 1:30, in-person preliminary examination.
All right, we're gonna take a little break from that for a moment. So I don't know if the music is copyright. So, but you can read it. It's got pillars and it's got the windy staircase thing, and every aspect of this house is made for kitty cats, and I want this house so bad. It is such a beautiful home too. They have the litter boxes in closets with ventilation, so it just vents all the smell outside. And oh, it's so cute. This is my dream home right here. Oh my gosh. Wait, was it not sharing? Hold on. Was it not sharing? Oh, I really suck at this. Hold on. Okay. Oh my God. Well, I'm glad I wasn't reading the captions. Yeah, this is the problem. This is the problem with me not being able to see chat while I'm on another tab. Yeah. Yeah, I'm such a pro. I was just going through describing everything he was talking about with the cat and with the cat house, and it's so gorgeous. And the cats are so beautiful. A Siamese and a rag doll. Yeah, one's Siamese. And that's a rag doll. Oh, I love cats. I'm such a cat person. I had to mute it because I don't know if the music is copyright. Oh, yes. That absolutely amazing. Such a brilliant idea. This is my dream home right here. And then I would also have a catio, a screened in porch, and I would have, I would have a drawbridge that's got a screen arched over it for them to go from the house to the tree, and there'd be a big cat tree house, and there'd be a fence in the yard, and the fence would have at the top, it would have a 45-degree angle. It's not a covered fence. If you have, I think it's a 2.5 foot 45-degree angle of a fence, like lid, basically, they can't get out ever. Like, they can climb up to the top, but once it turns into a 45-degree, cats cannot do it. So, yeah, they would have a full open backyard. And of course, all of this is for Ava too. It's my dream cat house, but there would be, things built in for Ava specifically. I'd be able to have, I'd be able to have high bird feeders that, to draw the birds in, but that the cats could not actually get them. Yeah, I just love it. I love it. Oh, I love the idea of having a fenced-in backyard that kitties can roam free and not be able to get out. All right, guys, I need to get some sleep. It's almost 2 o'clock in the morning. I've got to go see my daughter tomorrow at college for the first time. Yay! I have to pack up all of her stuff that she needs. Yes, Mommy got a list. She didn't forget anything. It's just stuff that she didn't know she would need. Like, they have an ice skating rink, and she didn't know she'd need her ice skates. She met a friend to play tennis with, and she didn't know she'd need a spare racket, stuff like that. So I got to go around the house and find all of her stuff. Plus, I had bought her 2 64-gigabyte USB thumb drive necklaces. They're so pretty. And they didn't come until after she was already gone to college. And I also got her or I didn't get it. I received some sheets that were ordered from one of my best friend subscribers. Thank you. I'm so excited. She sent me a video of her and her new college friend dancing. It was like rocking around rocking around the Christmas tree style dancing, where they're pulling and pushing and, flipping around but still holding hands the whole time. Like, I can't remember the dance style, but it was so cute. Oh, Joe Punk, I am so happy you were able to join us tonight. Thank you so much. All of you, thank you. For everybody who stuck around through the 1 hour intro of playing with the cats, thank you so much for being here and being my friend. I love you all. Be safe, be well, sleep sweet, and much love.